Hello and welcome back. My name is Sandcrawler and we're back here with more Buildcraft tutorials. In this episode we're going to be looking at liquid pipes. So the very first thing I want to say is if you have thermal expansion, just skip this tutorial. Go get yourself some liquid ducts. They're right here. They're very easy, very fast. Don't ever use a pump because you can use a Aqueous Accumulator, and you just, well, here I can show you real quick actually. So we'll just go over here, pop that down. Not gonna need that again when we're gonna put water to each side of it, and then we're gonna put this tank on top, and you can watch this tank fill up. You can see, I mean, it's going a lot faster than these that I started before the video. So if you have thermal expansion, just skip this tutorial. But if you're playing just straight Buildcraft and you don't have thermal expansion, there's still some nice things. And even if you have thermal expansion, there may be a handful of cases where you need these pipes. So that's what this tutorial is for. So the first one here is a wooden waterproof pipe. It won't connect to itself, but it'll connect to anything else. So then the next one is our cobblestone pipe, cobblestone waterproof pipe. You can look up the recipes for all of these in NEI, so I'm not going to show them. Then the next one is a stone, which you'll notice does not connect to cobblestone, but it will connect to anything else. So you know, it's more or less just like what we did over there with the items. The next one is iron, similar functionality again. The golden waterproof pipe, it's a little bit different with liquids than it is with items. What it does is it increases the amount of liquid that the pipe can hold. Then you have emerald waterproof pipes. These pipes do not have a filter. You can't filter liquids that way, so there was no need for one. Next one is one that I missed over there in the items. It's a newer pipe, and it's called the Sandstone Pipe, and it's a sandstone waterproof pipe. What it does is it doesn't connect to inventories or tanks or anything else. Then we of course have our void waterproof pipe, which just deletes anything. Okay, so on to the next part. So I have a pump set up here, which we'll get into a little bit later on in another tutorial. We're just dealing with pipes right now, and it's just pumping water over here. You don't have to use water. It could be lava, oil, just about any liquid. So let's just set up, so those aren't going to connect ever. And then we'll put in an iron one here and do a couple gold ones. So then we're gonna, let's do a couple sandstones here. And then right here we're gonna put a cobblestone. Now the other thing that you can use for a cobblestone pipe for. So you have these two pipes running. Well, what if you wanted them to connect? Then you just put a sandstone pipe down, and it'll connect. Now you get the same functionality with a golden pipe. So, you know, you pick. want to save my wrench there, and we're going to put a lever here. Now, I mentioned that this doesn't have an interface. What it is it can hold the equivalent of a golden pipe here. So that's the advantage to it, is that it extracts and can hold more, so it's not as much of a bottleneck. Then we're gonna take and flip our iron gate here. You can use these as like a valve. So right now it's going into this tank and it's all going over to this one and none into that one. But we can switch that around so that, you know, it's pumping it in here but it's not going anywhere. Or we can let it go over this way. You can see that these are not connected to this and no liquid is flowing in that way. It has to come all the way back here to flow into that tank. So that is pretty much it, really. You know, our void pipe here, if we put him over here and we can direct all of them into that one, then we'll destroy that one. Now all the water that this is pumping out is just being voided. It's just going away. Yeah, that is going to be it for this tutorial, I think. You'll want to, if you're going to use anything, you will really want to use water or golden pipes, because golden pipes can hold a lot more liquid and move a lot more liquid. So when you're trying to cool, when you're trying to cool your engine, your combustible engine's running on oil off, you're going to want these golden pipes. Anything less just isn't going to cut it. You're also going to want this emerald extraction pipe, and not a little pipe here. This will be a bottleneck every time, so it just won't drain out fast enough. It's kind of hard to explain because at first it'll look like it's working just fine, but as time goes on it just gets slower and slower until eventually all your engines explode. So we'll be talking about engines, I think, next time actually, and then we're gonna pull all of this in to one thing instead of, you know, kind of abstracting it. And you know, here, I mean, this is not a useful setup. I can't even pretend it is. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully it helps a little bit. If you have thermal expansion, you can use those liquid ducts and you don't have to mess with much of this. They're superior in every way. They move more liquids, they move it faster, and they don't cause as much lag on a server. So a lot of servers run with thermal expansion. It's included in most packs even. So yeah, thanks for watching.